new niche fragrances are on the market. Super excited to talk about them. Let's go. Disclaimer, most of the fragrances are my first impressions. I've ordered decant, samples and tried them as much as I could, but these still are first impression of new release. My opinion may change. Let's see. I hope so, to be honest. Thameen Fanfare. So I actually never talked on my channel about Thameen, but I really like carved oud. It's a very appealing oud. I forgot to talk about it. Anyway, today we talk about Fanfare. Definitely a spring summer fragrances. You have a little bit that booze Vermont smell, cocktail-like. It's super fizzy, it's super happy mood, uplifting, and you have the impression to have your spritz cocktail I don't know, by your garden. It's very aromatic, you have a lot of rosemary, so I find it very cool and relaxing. And I do enjoy to have a little bit more simplicity in my fragrance for spring most of the time. So this is really nicely done. It feels natural, but also quite pleasing. I actually really like this release. A lot of fragrance from Amouage. We're gonna talk about Amouage because they launched 4 new releases. These are all unisex, but usually those bottles are for women or for men, so you can see that this one smells a bit more feminine, this one smells a bit more masculine. I love Amouage personally, I love the house. Yeah, just to let you know, I'm going to a masterclass soon, so some fragrance, I hope I will change my mind. First one is Guidance, so I'm talking about this one first. I absolutely love it. It's a woody, fruity fragrance, I'd say. For ladies, it's sometimes difficult to go to woody. Well, this is a super sensual and charming fragrance that feels ladylike, but is woody at the same time. You can smell in the dry down the woods that is starting to be very sharp. At the same time, delicate, but strong. I'm in love to any fragrance that have pear inside. I just find it a little bit delicate. It gives like something a little bit innocent to a fragrance, and I do love that. It's not like I'm innocent, but I like to smell innocent, voila. And what really surprised me is this hazelnut when the fragrance opens. It doesn't stay very long, but you really have this pinch of hazelnut, nearly Nutella-like. The fragrance is not sweet, huh? No. It gives like something quite unique to the scent. Next one is Lineage. Not to mention, I absolutely love this color of bottle. It's beautiful. It's an ambery, spicy fragrance. Yes, the ambery is there, but for me, it's very herbaceous. I do smell a bit that earthy tone, a little bit medicinal. Olibanum, so a bit waxy, and the pepper is quite present in the opening. It's very fresh. I'm not mind blown. I think I need to spend time to smell the fragrance, but a first impression, no wow factor for me. Purpose. As much as Guidance was love at first sniff, this is no at first sniff. I'm really sad to say this. I can smell how rich and qualitative the fragrance is, but at the same time, I'm repulsed. There's a lot of woody, grassy, earthy tone. It smells like the deep forest to me, like it's a harsh one, you know. Pimento is aggressive, my nose as well. It could really, like, you know, like when you smell pepper and it goes into your nose. Well, I have this sweaty feeling in my head. No. This one is Search. So Search, we are in something, have a little bit of lemon and lime at the start that is shiny, and after it really disappears and you have this woody tone. This one feels much more wicker, a little bit smokier. For me, it feels like you're going to a library. Aromatherapy as well, so if you enjoy that, you might like it. It smells a bit like the spa. Despite it smells very natural, that's not my vibe at all. It's just, I feel again that is not gonna, it's a bit sad. I feel for spring I want to be uplifted. Atkinsons James, and James is very elegant, let me tell you. It's not a fragrance that mind blown me. I'm not like, wow, this is incredible. No, but like it's a bit in the vibe of florist. I feel this is a fragrance that is made for gentlemen, that gives something that is easy to wear but also super sophisticated. You've got an aromatic tone that makes it a little bit more spring-like, and that's why I say that it's a day-to-day wearing. Very very woody. I love the violet leaf in a fragrance because it directly give like something very elegant, directly make me think, for example, of Tuxedo from YSL. Not that the fragrance is very similar, but this violet leaf really gives something that is classy effortlessly. It's a tweed jacket for spring. I kind of enjoy it. I think for me that would be a great signature scent because it's not going extremely creative, but this is something that you would like to wear maybe all year long. So for me, that's a hit. This one, guys, I am mind blown and I am in love, and I didn't want to be in love at all. It's Bond number 9 Chelsea Night. Listen, if you know my channel, I am not a fan of Bond number 9. It's a bit like Serjoff, like I'm a bit lost, you know, even though I love Serjoff. New York City vibe to me that wants to show off a lot to me. That's very a show off brand because of the packaging that, sorry, but I don't like. But the scent, oh my gosh, I want this one in my collection so bad. A warm and spicy cacao and woody. So you smell a lot the chocolate. For me, the chocolate was there. Like it's very gourmand, but it's not super sweet. It's just super well done. That it's not a sweet bomb, you know. The chocolate is just bringing some darkness, nearly hazelnut-like, sweet-like fragrance. It's super smooth. It's super round. My God, how sensual is this fragrance, sexy. Yes, it's a party fragrance for sure if you want to absorb all the attention. I don't know how I'm gonna put that on in my handbag, but it's okay. You have a bit of saffron that gives a little bit of that burnt smell in the fragrance that push the fragrance higher. It smells luxury, pure luxury. Love it, absolutely love it. Next one is Byredo Eyes Closed. So, me being not really a fan of Byredo, it's just like, for me, the fragrance are a little bit overrated. They're very simple most of the time, don't really last on me, except Bal d'Afrique and Moyave Gauche. Moyave Gauche doesn't really last on me, but I really like it though. But I've never really been extremely mind blown by Byredo. I've always been a bit more underwhelmed. But I have to say, this is one of my favorite releases from them. It's wrong season as well. I would see myself wearing this for autumn. My voice is going. I look like Marge Simpson. What the hell? Why am I? Okay, well, you're gonna... Strange! It feels very powdery for me. It's focused on the iris, well, iris root. So powdery, a bit earthy, lipsticky kind of fragrance. But you have a lot of cinnamon. It's full of cinnamon, and for me, cinnamon lipstick fragrance, I wear that in autumn. It's nice, it's nice. The longevity is much better. It smells a bit like a carrot cake. So if you enjoy the carrot cake, sponge cake, it could be like a very classy scent, a bit of sensuality as well for a dinner date. The biggest disappointment of this video. I love Kilian. Who doesn't love Kilian? I don't know anyone that doesn't love one Kilian. Sorry. And Kilian for me is always the release I'm the most excited about. And my first rejection is that it smells nothing. Oops. White floral and honeyed fragrance. Overall for me, there's a lot of orange blossom again. Very on trend orange blossom. Like between Parfum de Marly and Kilian, those two, they love orange blossom. It smells a bit like a faded Love Don't Be Shy. Very clean. And you know, when I first tried it, the person at the counter said to me, be careful, it's strong. No, guys, it's not strong. That girl look, clean aesthetic, and to be like marshmallowy fragrance. I was expecting more from Kilian. That one is l'Artisan Parfumeur and is Soleil de Provence. So I love to see those kind of fragrance that is coming for spring. Definitely a salty, spring-like, flowery-like, liberty kind of pattern of fragrance, full of happiness and good mood. I love the fact that this fragrance feels very natural, but it's got some complexity. It's full of yellow flowers, so it does have a little bit of a solar note, and also it's from Provence, so it makes me think a bit of my country, France. Salty note in the hair. There's a bit of powderiness with mimosa that gives a bit of greenness, full on citrus, full on good mood. It's super lifting. Aesop Eidesis. So this is a fragrance I got my eyes on since really long, but never really talked about it. It's for someone that is looking for some therapeutic fragrance. You into meditation, this is for you. This smell a bit foresty in here. You have a woody, fresh and spicy, so they made a woody quite uplifting. Smell a bit resinous. and it's all covered by a little bit of a dark incense. So again, like a dark composition, feels like a real nature fragrance. I'm just not too sure this is the kind of fragrance that will bring compliment. Not like you're looking for compliment fragrance, but I feel this is something that you wear only for yourself. Nostalgic mood. Penhaligons Legacy of Petra. I love a Penhaligons. I love the name, so super excited about this. An ambery, soft, spicy fragrance. So you focus on the amber, especially the myrrh that is very present. Nearly give it like, you know, this very resinous, balsamic tone that is characteristic from something a bit religious, churchy, you know. The main ingredient that you need to think is that licorice note. So if you like licorice, you are gonna love that because it's very present. Personally, me, this is a note that I found difficult. Objectively, this is really intoxicating. It's really heavy. I found it very dark and for me, complex as well. I would struggle to wear it. I wouldn't know when and where to wear this fragrance. It feels very serious. It's nice, but I think you need to have a crush on this one. For me, it was a little bit too deep and dark. Number 13 is Alexandre J. They released a new collection, which is the Extrait de Parfum. So, you know, we have that collection that I'm talking a lot about. I absolutely love it. They released Extrait de Parfum adapted to those, the Imperial Peacock version that smells really different. Nard one for me was a hit, a beautiful creation. Basically, they took everything that leathery herbaceous tone in Nard, they've put it in the Extrait of Parfum, but it's warmer, stronger, more intense. It's beautifully done, and the bottle of gorgeous. Compared to price point and quality, projection, the eau de parfum that are for me the best. Number 14 is Ex Nihilo and is Versper Glitz. A very transparent composition, tad sweet but not too much, a little bit powdery but not too much. Again, the yellow floral, of course, like for spring, who doesn't like a little bit of a solar mood? The full composition is completely fizzy. It feels a bit generic, but this kind of fragrance that are generic and fresh like this, they project a lot around you, and I feel that this is something that would attract the nose when you're wearing it. So I like the composition, to be honest, and I like this transparency in the fragrance. I think it's very well done. I think this is definitely a fragrance that would be crowd pleasing, that would get you compliments because of that projection around. And number 15 is Parfum de Marly and it's Valaya. So I've seen a lot of people being divided by this one. I have to say, no matter what people say on this one, I really enjoy it. I'm not too sure about the longevity. It's not a powerhouse fragrance. I think it's more medium to light longevity. But it's just this citrus and blend of muskiness is beautiful. It feels like a veil on you. It made me think nearly like a wedding kind of fragrance, because it's very pure, very soft fabric-like. Little flowers like lily, for example, lily of the valley, that really gives like something very delicate. It's a very innocent fragrance, super romantic. I love to have this kind of scent for spring. I've seen some comments, because I'm watching comments, of people saying it smells a bit like a fabric softener. I'm not going to contradict you in that, like it smells very clean and there's this florally aspect that you have in fabric softener. But personally, I really enjoy it. Simple, chic and sophisticated. Not too sure about is the price point. I think the price point is very high for the fragrance. I would have expected maybe a little bit more longevity for that price point. But it's classy. What I have to say is classy, it's chic and romantic. Guys, tell me what you think about my comments on those new fragrances. Have you tried them? What do you think of them? Which is the release that impressed you the most? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, connect to all my social. I'm very active on Facebook, very active on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you soon. Bye now!